even you're attacked by negative people. So let's discuss how you can overcome this and defend yourself. Because of the potential danger of this chi energy, energy that's sent out by the eyes, it's well to understand how to protect you. And for a person who builds resentment and starts concentrating thoughts of hate towards you, with any real concentration, these things can hurt you. They can drain you, drain your energy, and influence you. And you deal with it by putting up walls and blocks, because the Creator did not put you in peril and surround you without means of protection. Now, any of these outside dangers or attacks, like a mental attack, are easily detectable. If your body starts feeling drained or ill, it can be a warning to ask if you're under attack. Simply ask yourself, is this problem from an outside source? And if so, who is responsible? Well, your higher level component will act on this request, and you can often get a mental picture or a feeling about the problem. You may feel that a certain substance or situation is responsible, or you may get a recurring view of a person's face, noting that the person is sending these vibrations to you, these energies. And once you recognize the source, you can get away from the pollution or reflect back the negative thoughts of the sender. Simply visualize a mirror or a reflective envelope around yourself, sending back this negative thoughts. Just the thought of this is sufficient. If you must use a ritual, or in the name of Jesus, or whatever, fine. But it's a thought, strong thought that does the job. Now, water and quartz crystals have the ability to store this human thought energy. And for this reason, many shamans and knowledgeable spiritual teachers use these in their protective actions. Well, Catholic priests, for example, are taught to send strong, positive, and protective thoughts to water used in exorcism and such. And this ability was supposedly handed down from the advice of Jesus Christ and is contained in ancient manuscripts in the Vatican collection. And negative spirits and persons are repelled by this positive water. You go down to the Catholic Church and you can get some, and you can sprinkle some in an area where negative spirits are, and they will leave if it's charged up correctly. Sprinkle some on your front door, and you may be very surprised at the people that just won't enter your home, as strange as that may sound. And if you doubt this, try it out, and you'll prove it to yourself. Now, anytime you're around sickness and negative thoughts and energies, you can neutralize the contamination simply by washing your hands in running sink or tap water and such. This will run off the negative vibrations. If you run across somebody that's taken over by another dimensional spirit, you can ask them to leave. Note whether they are of reflection or domination, and challenge them, and find out if they are of free or of the domination. And if you find out they're of domination and they must answer you, you can ask them to leave, order them to leave, in the name of Jesus Christ or whomever, because they know on the other dimension which side they are on. And if you, on this side, are keeping yourself in the free choice system by running the golden rule in your life, not being a negative person, then you have the right to send these people and the spirits in them and order the spirits out of them and aid them if you get their permission for this aid. Again, everything boils down to choice. All of these subjects we go into more deeply in other presentations. What you can remember is that you are free to defend yourself under any circumstances. There is nothing that can hold you back. No other dimensional creature or power or force that can stop your choice as long as you're following free law and granting choice to others. Now, if you're playing in the domination game and like to dominate people, then often you can get sucked in and you have no defense. Depends on which road you're running on. While we're into the concepts of distorted actions and the results, we should cover the fact that mankind broke loose of the self-contained instinct knowledge 10,000 years ago. It was an egg knowledge. Everything was in the egg. It was a self-contained perfect knowledge. And within this instinct knowledge, man was in paradise. He was in Eden. But then there was a problem that arose, and there had to be a few little known safety features implemented by our Creator to keep things from going completely haywire. As an example, when we humans act unnaturally and begin to perform acts that deviate from the species normality in things like sex, and we have problems. And AIDS is a current example of a disease that attacks persons who practice unnatural sex and cannot draw enough vibrations in what we'd call the affection vibrations to fight the virus involved. Now, goodness knows how many hundreds and thousands of people AIDS killed in former times, or other similar diseases, viruses that were set up to protect the natural laws. Another example of these unknown and unrecognized laws is example of Kuru, which is a very fatal disease that attacks persons who are cannibals and eat human brains. And this disease is especially prevalent in New Guinea, in the backcountry there, and it's still well known by many researchers, even today. Well, human sacrifice is a major distortion of the Creator's choice laws, and it never fails to bring a society to destruction once the custom is entrenched in that society. And any detailed history book will prove the point to you. All systems short of the golden rule or choice are prone to self-destruct according to these inner laws. And you can go back into the history books as far as you care to go, and you can always prove the point to yourself if you do a little research. You cannot violate free choice law and keep a civilization or keep yourself contented and happy. This strange-looking object is an actual virus. It's a herpes virus, and it lives on healthy cells. Like most germs and viruses, it's more or less of a scavenger, and it has to live on other healthy cells. And the best eradication, or method of eradication, is to use a wavelength. And the wavelength is from the Creator, and it's called by some love and others affection. It eliminates these viruses. Many tests have been made. Healers, persons with affection, can use their fingers and place them on organisms such as this, and it kills them. And this, dear ones, is how healers work. They use the energy of the Creator. Well, now let's go on and explore further in our weird and wonderful humanity on this planet. We've just barely touched the surface so far. Many surprises yet.